Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And we're continuing with our survey of Martinu. I'm amazed how much Martinu I've managed to accumulate. You know, for a guy who, until a couple decades ago, no one particularly cared about, but he wrote so much good music. And one of the things about Martinu is that for people who are looking for unusual or interesting repertoire that will grace your normal program, that won't like make the audience flee in terror or something, Martinu's a great guy because there's so much music for every conceivable combination of instruments and in every possible form, and it's all extraordinarily listenable. It may not all be equally great. That's up to you to decide, but it passes the time really enjoyably. I'll tell you that. I mean, here's a terrific 2-disc set featuring, this was put together, it was originally separate discs, on Hyperion with the Dartington Ensemble. You've got, just look at the range of goodies that you get on here. 5 madrigal stanzas for violin and piano. Charming work. It's only 11 minutes long and 5 movements, a couple minutes each, and they're delicious. Make a great encore piece or something. The 4 madrigals for oboe, clarinet, and bassoon. Wind players take note. Also equally marvelous from 1937, just delicious. 3 madrigals. These are all the madrigals, by the way, in case you didn't guess. For violin and viola alone from 1948, and this is 17 minutes long. In 3 movements. These are major works for violin and viola duo. And there aren't many of those that are like worth hearing. And then the Madrigal Sonata for flute, violin, and piano. All delightful. Absolutely delightful. Then Compact Disc 2 has the Nonet of 1959, one of the last pieces he ever wrote, and it is just heartbreakingly beautiful. Light, fresh, effervescently youthful, and full of heartbreaking nostalgia in the slow movement. It's tremendous. Just a beautiful work. The Trio in F for flute, cello, and piano. It's another large work, 18 minutes long. I mean, in 3 movements. Really a statement, for an interesting combination. The Sonatina for 2 violins and piano, and of course the jazz ballet from 1927, La Revue de Cuisine, which has the tango and the Charleston and all that fun little stuff for chamber ensemble. Delightful stuff, absolutely delightful stuff on a Hyperion dyad. I don't know if that still exists, probably not. And here we have another version of the Nonet with the Sinfonia Lati chamber ensemble. Thank God, because the Nonet's just one of those great works that people have to know, and they don't, and it's come and gone in the catalog, but Bisque keeps things around, thank God. So we have the Nonet here. It's written, by the way, for wind quintet, violin, viola, cello, and double bass. So the wind quintet is, flute, oboe, clarinet, bassoon, and horn. That's a wind quintet. Then there's a Nonet fragment from 1924, which he didn't complete. The Trio for flute, cello, and piano. And, of course, La Revue de Cuisine, because everyone tosses that in. It's popular. Some, to the extent people have heard of Martinu, they've generally heard of that. Then we got, let's see, what do we got here? Oh, A Delicious Paris, spring of 1932, with Martinu. 2 dances for piano from the ballet Spalacek. Sonata number 2 for violin and piano. The complete Ritournelle for piano solo, which is just delightful. Sonata for 2 violins and piano. 2 songs for alto and piano. Serenade number 2 for 2 violins and viola. And the string sextet for 2 violins, 2 violas, and 2 cellos with the Kotzian Quartet and Friends on Praga. 1932 was a good year, evidently, for Martinu's stuff. It's just, so much fun. Martinu, by the way, I can tell you this now, has H numbers. Like Mozart has K numbers. He has H numbers. Schubert has D numbers for Deutsch. Martinu has H numbers. And by 1932, he was in the H200s. This is like H208, 214, 227, 224, 216. He wrote a lot of music, like Mozart, a lot of music. And it's so much fun to listen to. He had such a strong personality. Here's Domus, a wonderful chamber ensemble, doing piano quartets by Joseph Suk, his piano quartet in A minor, Opus 1, Devorjac's 5 bagatelles, oh my God, for string trio and harmonium. They're so beautiful. Oh God, they're to die for. And Martinu's piano quartet from 1942. This is the same period in which he was writing his 6 symphonies. So it's that style, his sort of neo-romantic style. It's a big, beefy piece. Very, very beautiful. There's that one. Then we've got Dvorak's piano quintet in A, Opus 81, one of his late works, chamber works, and Martinu's quintet for piano and strings, 1944, featuring the Lindsay String Quartet. They later just became the Lindsays. And Peter Frankel, piano, on ASV, which no longer exists, so, well, who knows. Some piano works with Leonora Beova. Remember the Beova sisters? There were a couple of them, if I'm not mistaken. But you've got the Fantasy and Toccata, 8 preludes, the Piano Sonata, the Dumka number 3, the 5th day of the 5th moon. That's pretty. And the Bagatelle, Morceau Facile. 60 minutes of charming piano music. I mean, she's not Rudolf Firkushny, of course, but it's well done. Interesting to listen to. Oh, yes. Original works for the theremin, featuring Lydia Cavina. And I got to tell you, I mean, these are premiere recordings of works by Martinu, Granger, Schillinger, Cavina, that's her, Antunes, Komarov, Wilkins, and Akron. However, the real masterpiece is, of course, the Martinu, which is, what's this written for? It's this crazy piece. It's totally fabulous. Oh, here we go, the Fantasia. That's it, for theremin and string quartet and a couple other things, like an oboe and a flute or something like that. What else is in there? There's a thing, I don't know, there's a bunch of other things in it. Oh, it's really cool. It's a wonderful work, absolutely wonderful. It's one of the masterpieces of theraminitude, believe me. And not too many people wrote masterpieces for theremin. So there you go. And last but not least, Martinu Symphonies with Bryden Thompson. This is the downstairs box. I have a box upstairs too, because this is the best Martinu Symphony cycle out there on the whole. It really is. Bryden Thompson, Royal Scottish National Orchestra, absolutely gorgeously recorded. Beautiful performances, some interesting interpretive choices with respect to tempi, like the third movement of the Third Symphony and some other things. But boy, do they play this seriously, and he's got a real feel for it. It's terrific. The only thing that has wrong with it is it's missing a cymbal crash in the last chord of the First Symphony. I'm not sure why. Everything else is there. But they are excellent, excellent performances and a wonderful cycle, consistent all the way through. So there you have it, my friends. That's on Chandos, by the way. I hope it's still on Chandos. Keep on listening. Take care.